I'm tired of it. You pay $15 to scare yourself. That's all you do. You just sit in the theater the whole time just... That curtain! I think that curtain moved. Did that curtain move? I think it moved. That's it for 25 minutes until the ghost is like, fuck this chair. Like, that's all that happens.
Let's see, what else is going on? How awesome would it be if you went to a movie theater and you saw an actual original idea that someone took and turned into a script and then made into a movie? How amazing would that be? I mean, an actual new movie. Not like a remake or a prequel or a sequel or a trilogy or a 3D IMAX trilogy or the second version of the Third Coming of the Re-Rise of the New... I mean, an actual movie. That would be awesome. How did we get to this point? I don't understand. Were they sitting around in a studio and they're like, we gotta make that new Spider-Man movie, but that Tobey Maguire got fat. No one's gonna work with that guy. Let's get a new, we're gonna have a wholly new movie, but the exact same movie. What should we call it? And then one guy was like, I don't know, let's Google it. And he was Googling and his computer froze. He's like, oh God, my computer froze. I better reboot. And the guy was like, hold on, what'd you say? Reboot. That's genius. We'll just call all new movies reboots. How many times am I gonna watch the same movie over without realizing I've already seen this movie? Right, thank you. This is what's happening. We've lost the entire ability to be creative. Pretty soon you're not even gonna need a director for a movie, you're just gonna need a DJ and he's gonna remix it. Now presenting DJ Jazzy Jeff, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, the prequel part 2 with 50 Cent redoing his role as Caesar. The Down Low Ibiza remix. That's basically a movie these days.
You know, I wanted to be a hero. That's really literally, I just thought I was going to be the kind of guy that vanquishes evil and protects the innocent. I've never fucking killed a bad guy once. I've never done anything heroic. I want to be that. I would kill I want to rescue a woman from a tower. I want to fight fucking kick the door open and just have her like, you know, and I'm like, come with me. I fucking grab her. I throw her on my shoulder. I could run her, but my legs are too long and heroic. She can't fucking keep up. She can't. I'm too powerful. She's in high heels. She can't, you know, her breasts are too big and natural. There's too much. Just fucking come with me, you know. Hey! And I'm wet, my hair, I don't know why. And she's on my back. She's like, holy shit. She's not my hero. She's like, holy shit, he feels like warm, moving wood. Whatever, I don't know. I don't know what she thinks. Well, I'm just, you know, she touches my back. She's like, oh my God, is that a barrel of snakes? I'm like, well, you know, because my back, because when you're a hero, you use your back. On your back, heroes have huge backs because they pull children out of wells. That movement right there gets your back. You fucking use it a lot when you do kung fu in an open field. This movement there. Or when you run with wild horses. They flank you. Or when you're raising your people, like fucking, let's go! Just this, anyway, the point is, she's on my back. I'm mowing her captors down, just goo, 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 goo. She's like, ah! I'm like, calm down! No, because I have a very soothing mouth, don't be weird. I just, fucking, I have bandoleros, fucking, that's Spanish for bandolero. No, because I'm not American. I'm not me. But I don't have a hero's name. Brian Callen. Like, nobody ever was like, oh my God, Brian's here. We're safe now. Brian. Fuck that. No, I have in my fantasy, in my movie, I have a fucking Spanish nickname. I'm that bad. I kick the fucking. She's like, El gato. Anything in Spanish, el gato, el escorpión, even butterfly if you say it slowly. Mariposa. Okay, an awesome movie. Just kick it. I lost my pants probably just because in the fight up the tower. They got ripped off. I don't know what happened. And I got to tie my genitals to my right leg because I got a piece on me. When I run that fast, I get major floppage. Heroes don't have. I'm not walking around with a dud here. It's a piece. I use a piece of coarse hemp rope. It's not comfortable, but it keeps me disciplined and honest. Fucking shirt's ripped, of course, and obviously. When you're El Gato, your shirt is always ripped. Because when you fight, guys cut you, you're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And women, they ovulate, they start producing estrogen, they pull at your shirt, they can't help themselves. They don't even give you time to pull it off. They're just like, Anyway, you have to have a huge shirt budget if you're El Gato. It's true.
I'm done with certain things. I'm done watching horror movies too. Anybody still watch horror movies? Only the old school ones, not this new Paranormal Activity shit. I'm tired of it. You pay $15 to scare yourself. That's all you do. You just sit in the theater the whole time just... That curtain! I think that curtain moved. Did that curtain move? I think it moved. That's it for 25 minutes until the ghost is like, fuck this chair. Like, that's all that happens. The entire movie, the ghost is like, I hate frames and bed sheets. It's a pissed off interior decorator. It's fucking move. And it's not even horror movies that scare me. It's afterwards that scares me, right? Like walking your car in the parking lot. That's scary, isn't it? You know, you leave the theater like, shit, why did we park so far? And if the further it is, even worse. You know what I do? I get on the phone with somebody. You ever do that? Where you're like, just get on the phone, meet somebody, talk to me, having a normal conversation, all right? We're just gonna talk, I'm gonna start skipping. Nobody can kill you when you start skipping. I'm gonna start skipping. You get in the car and you do a little pat down in the back seat. You ever do that move, the little pat down? But you don't look back there. You don't turn your face, because you know as soon as you do, knife to the head. That's why you don't do it. Because you know there's a midget serial killer back there like, as soon as he looks back here, I'm gonna get him. Everything is scary after horror movies. You go home, you gotta pee, you go to the restroom, and the shower curtain's closed. Right, you're like, not tonight, not gonna pee in here. I'm gonna go pee in the kitchen sink. Who closed the shower curtain? Even if it's halfway closed, it freaks you out. Because you know the killer did that on purpose and he's standing there holding his breath like, stabby, stabby, get closer. You gotta jump for hallway lights. And if there's no double light switch, that light's staying on. I'm sorry. Horror movie night, gotta sleep like this, hands right next to your body, tucked in like a burrito. Every other night, who gives a shit? Hands stretched out. Who cares? Horror movie night, nope, like this. And then right before you go to bed, you always hear like, oh. Grab your cell phone and try to light the room with the worst possible light ever. You know what my biggest fear is? Is that one day I'm gonna be like, nothing, nothing, eyes. Oh my God! Oh God, it knows I saw it. And it knows I have no signal.
They all want their leading man. That's what they want. Girls see like Titanic and like Jerry Maguire, and they're like, why don't you do that shit? Yeah, no, fuck that. See? Yeah, see, why don't you do that shit? It's a movie. They all want that. I don't know how to be a leading man. My girl will argue. Girls argue till they get what they want, and I'll snap. And when I snap, I'll immediately become Keanu Reeves. That's how I feel, at least. He's kind of a leading man. You know what I mean? I'll just straight up turn it. Like, she'll just argue. She'll drop some bomb. Like, why don't you just pack up and move out? And I'll just, no. Whoa. Are you okay? Yeah, you know the end of The Matrix when he stops the bullets in midair and they hover right in front of his hand and he puts his hand down and he cocks his head and the bullets hit the ground? That's what I would do to her when she would argue with me. It'd be weird and awkward, but it would totally teach her a lesson. You know what I mean? She'd come at me, she'd be like, why don't you just... And she goes, and I cock my head. She says, what the fuck did you just do to me? Oh no, he's the one.
I like movies. Last movie I saw was that Theory of Everything, the Stephen Hawking movie. It's a good movie. It's kind of weird though, watching a movie where you already know what happens to the person. Because at the beginning of the movie, he's dancing around, having a good time, and you're like, ooh. He doesn't know. He just thinks he tripped. Whoops. I didn't know that he was married for like 30 years, and he had 3 kids with this woman, and then he ended up leaving her for another woman. That's pretty baller when you think about it. To be confined to a wheelchair, unable to talk, and still think to yourself, I can do better. This bitch is holding me back. Hey, can you set up the ramp so I can leave you? Like, how did that argument even go down is what I want to know. Because normally when couples fight, it's this verbal ping pong match. Like, screw you. No, screw you. This woman just had to have waited forever, you know? Just like, what, you're just going to leave me? And she has to wait for You win some, you lose some.
I was recently watching. I just saw the movie 300 for the first time. I'd never seen it before, and if you haven't seen it, it's basically the gayest straight movie ever made. Like, that movie has not come to terms with its sexuality as a film, because it's just men. Like, during that era, when 300 takes place, like, there was no such thing as labels. So like, men had sex with men, men had sex with women. No one cared. And the more I thought about that, I realized if you made a gay porn parody of 300, that's more historically accurate than 300. Like, on the basis of that alone, you don't have to have props. You could just have a bunch of naked men, call it 300 gay guys fucking, and it's the most historically accurate movie about porn. I just say that because I was like, I also watch horror movies a lot. That's like my favorite. That's my comedy, like 80s slasher movies. And I realized that like, guys like Jason and Michael Myers, they don't talk, and I have this theory that if they did, they would have super sassy gay voices. Because there's always a shot where that you follow the killer, like the camera's the killer, like it's his point of view, and he'll put his hand in front of the camera, and he'll go to grab a victim, and she'll just make it out the door. And this is the grab he does. Probably why she gets away too. That's it. Just this sassy, you can hear the when he's doing it practically. So if he had dialogue, it would just be like this cliched Mario Cantonish, like, oh my God, did you come back to the house to get something? You were cute as a button. Here I come, I'm gonna eat you up. Fuck, you gotta wait. You know what? Good for you. I'll get you later. Your cute little sundress.